important to emphasize, AI is not here to replace creators. It's here to empower them. It's here to empower you. We see it as co-creator and a collaborator that helps bring ideas to life faster, more efficiently, and in ways that we could only imagine a few years ago. So what can you expect today? So today, throughout this session, you'll see vision in action. You'll see Google Arts and Culture, where we will showcase how AI is bringing technology with India's rich cultural heritage. You'll see some creator spotlights. The acclaimed filmmaker Shakun Batra will share just how tools like VO 3 and Flow are redefining visual storytelling. And you'll hear that the future is now. We'll host a high-impact panel with industry founders to examine just how AI is practically transforming the creative landscape today. We're going to be talking about democratizing the creative canvas. Our mission is about democratization. We want to ensure that geography, language, or income is no longer a barrier to talent. Whether it's a student in a small town producing cinematic sequences or a traditional artisan connecting to a global market, AI is the ultimate equalizer. And by lowering the barrier to entry for creators, for SMBs and agencies nationwide, we are moving from the English creator economy to a truly inclusive Bharat creator economy. For years, this nation's creative spirit has been its most powerful export. I'm really happy that I'm wearing Indian fashion today, and there is nowhere better in the world to see things. Yeah, it's great. It really is your most powerful export. And now with generative AI, we are handing this incredible community a new set of tools. It's not to replace your vision, but it's to amplify it. The question is no longer if AI will impact creativity, but how big will that impact be? And we're already beginning to see the scale of that opportunity. New independent research that was published this week by Public First gives us a glimpse into this future. Their findings suggest that the economic potential of generative AI for India's core creative sector could be over 400 billion rupee by 2035. And think about what that number truly represents. It's not just an abstract figure. It's the sum of millions of individual stories of empowerment. It's the potential that comes with AI-based translation that helps a Hindi creator increase their global reach by 280%. It's the freedom that a creator feels when AI tools boost their productivity by 20%, saving them 390 hours a week. And that's the quantitative impact, but what does the qualitative impact mean? What does a creator do when they have that extra time? Now, that is even more profound. And we believe that generative AI, and you'll hear about this today, can be that powerful catalyst for human ingenuity. It's a collaborator that helps a musician in Mumbai break through a creative block. It's a translator that can take a folk story from a village in Tamil Nadu and share it with a global audience, breaking down language barriers that have existed for centuries. And perhaps most importantly, it's a tireless assistant that can handle tedious tasks, giving creators back their most precious and non-renewable resource, time. Time to think, time to dream, time to focus on your unique vision. And at Google, our goal is to be a responsible partner on this journey, whether that's through new features in YouTube or the creative potential of tools like VO, Nano Banana, and other Gemini applications that I'm really proud to work on. We are absolutely committed to building simple, safe, and powerful platforms that empower all of you to tell your stories in new ways. But this is a journey that we all need to take together, creators, platforms, and policymakers, To truly understand the national vision for this creative renaissance and the important role that government plays in nurturing it, it is now my absolute distinct honour to welcome our keynote speaker. Please join me in giving a very warm welcome to the Honourable Secretary from the Ministry of Culture. Thank you. Thank you, Shreya.
Want to speak here?
Or you can speak here.
Thank you, Gail, for giving such a wonderful context to the discussion today. Ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed a proud moment for India and also a great opportunity for Ministry of Culture to be part of this AI Impact Summit. And today, when we talk of the opportunities in the sector of culture, standing before you, I had an experience a few days back. There was an interview which was done by a famous journalist, and he asked me, "Are you scared of AI?" So my quick answer was that I'm absolutely not scared. He said, "Why?" "We think that AI would be the end of creativity. It may impact the creative economy in a negative way. It may impact the intellectual property rights of the artists and creators around the country." So my answer was very clear. Whatever AI does, AI can enhance our efficiency. It can be a tool to improve our work, but it can never replace human ingenuity. The creativity that is the inherent ability of a human, the ability to think differently, the ability to create something that has never been created before, is something that a human can do. But to do this, if we have support from AI, support from any other tool, it increases the efficiency of human beings. So we take AI and AI's impact in a very positive manner, in a manner which will help us to give a great impetus to the overall creative economy of this country. I don't have to overemphasize this point that Bharat is actually a continent. It's a continuum in civilizational growth. We are so diverse that all of us sitting here with all our backgrounds and knowledge would still not be able to tell that how many languages and dialects this country has or this land has. How many communities, how many ways of dressing, how many ways of speaking, what kind of cuisines. So none of us can make a complete list of what we have in this country. So this diversity is a great opportunity for creativity. Each one of us, coming from our own communities, coming from our own regions, coming from our own villages, carry some memory of a folk art or a folk tradition or a festival or a fair which is unique to our own region. But bringing all that to the world, to a larger audience, can be enabled by technology. And of course, AI can be a great enabler for us to bring what we have to the world in a more creative environment. In Ministry of Culture, we are experimenting with lots and lots of things. You may have got a chance to see our corner at the Bharat Pavilion in hall number 14, where we have showcased the use of AI in preserving our manuscript heritage, and also to bring the knowledge out of these manuscripts and democratize that knowledge, and also break some of the beliefs that the scientific principles that we work on today, all of them came from other parts of the world and not from India. When you go through our manuscripts and when you see that energy and knowledge that has come out of those manuscripts, you will find that many of the inventors and discoverers who have got credit around the world should not have got the credit. The credit would have gone to our ancient thinkers and sages who had written those texts, which are really, really immensely and completely putting up the thoughts, the formulas, the diagrams, the calculations which were later used to give the formulas that we have today. So use of AI, we have demonstrated that you can actually do the OCR on these manuscripts, get that machine readable text to be translated in any language. You can ask questions from that manuscript, you can talk to that manuscript, you can compare the knowledge that is there in that manuscript with the modern knowledge that goes around in the world and see where we stand and what kind of knowledge is actually there as a repository in our manuscripts. So this is one aspect in which Ministry of Culture is trying to make a breakthrough by using various tools of AI. Similarly, as I was mentioning, our folk arts, our folk traditions, our music, which is there, you have the examples of shadow puppetry, you have Nautanki, you have so many forms of art which still are not fully known from the perspective of a creative economy and the generation of resources, not only to sustain livelihoods, but also to have more creative expression in these art forms. So we are looking forward to alliances, we are looking forward to tools, including the tools that Gail was mentioning that Google has developed. So we are looking at alliances from all technology partners. We don't have to reinvent the wheel, but to get these creators mainstreamed and to bring their product to the market not only in India but also internationally. Same is the case for our visual artists, for artists who are doing work through crafts, through various forms of painting, sculptures, wood carving, ceramics. There's so much that India has to offer, and so much can be done through the use of AI to enhance the capacities of our artists and our art forms to really go in a big way and use technology to enhance their capacities. Here we are open, we are looking at young people, we are looking at veteran artists, we are looking at technology providers, we are looking at large corporates and large players who are already big tech companies, including Google, but we are also looking at startups who can convert these new ideas into action. We are looking at all kinds of emerging technologies, including AI, and we are really very, very hopeful, and we are really, really positive on the good things that AI can do for us. As I said, there is no limit to experimentation that we are ready to do. We are building models of public-private partnerships. We are trying to open up our monuments, to have more virtual tours, to have more conversations which are connected to these monuments, so that if a citizen or an individual or a student is looking at a monument, he or she can actually ask lots of questions from that particular era, from that particular event, from that particular architectural impact of that monument, the thought processes under which those monuments were built. So lots and lots of interesting things can be done to make our cultural assets more attractive, to bring in more visitors, and to make a larger impact. Similar experimentation we are doing for our museums. You all know that the North Block and South Block, the erstwhile Secretariat of Government of India, the beautiful buildings around Rashtrapati Bhavan, they are now getting converted into Yuge Yugin Bharat Museum. This museum will again be a showcase of not only our ancient culture, our ancient civilization, our history, various beautiful objects which have come out of our history would be displayed, but we are also planning to deploy all types of technology, including AI, to make the experience of visitors more interesting, more informative, and we are even looking at collaboration right at the stage of planning the museum, right at the stage of curation of the museum. So not only we will be opening up the possibility for all of you to contribute to the planning part, but we will also seek ideas from you where we can use the technology to enhance the experience. Of course, whatever best we are able to gather from the market, we would be doing it. But it's an opportunity for all the young professionals to contribute to the field of culture and also contribute to the nation building through this effort. As was mentioned, there's a huge market potential. There are many countries where the growth of the creative economy it's outpacing the growth of the overall other sectors, overall economy. So this is one sector. It may be cinema, it may be arts, it may be crafts, it may be our village artisans, it may be our folk arts, it may be our traditional music, our classical music, our huge archives of music and folk which we have actually recorded in different medias, which can really open up a market for creative economy, which we hope would be a big contributor to the GDP and to the growth of this country. As I said, we are open to alliances, we are looking at partnerships, we are looking at structured partnerships with clear outcomes. So I would exhort all of you, if you have any ideas, if you think that you can be our partners, of course we are looking at partnerships with the big tech. It's a great opportunity to come together and make sure that the new technology, including AI, has a great positive impact on the growth story of creative economy and on the growth story of this great nation, Bharat. Thank you very much. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram.
Thank you, Honorable Secretary. It was a pleasure hearing from you, but also chatting this morning. Hello, everybody. My name is Amit Sood, and I have the privilege to run something at Google called Google Arts and Culture. And it's really nice to be back here in India because this is actually our 15-year anniversary of what started as a 20% project at Google 15 years ago. I'm going to take you through some of the work we've been doing in India, but also show you what we've just unveiled for the AI Summit. So let's go. It's going to be a lot of